My neighbor's driving on the driveway. Okay. Oh my gosh. What's up, darlings? Today me and Lily are going to be talking about how we met each other. It's kind of hard filming this right now because we are in the middle of COVID-19, and as you may know, we are being forced to social distance ourselves from everybody, and we can't exactly see each other. So we're going to be doing a different video for y'all today, but it's kind of hard to get together and like film actual videos right now. So we thought we could do this video and just put them together for y'all, and I don't know, maybe y'all will be interested. Me and Lily have known each other for almost 3 years. We've been friends since 7th grade. So yeah, let's get right into the video. Our story starts in 7th grade. It was the first day of school and I was new here. We had recently moved to Texas, and all summer I really didn't have anyone to talk to except for my siblings. So on the first day of school, it was like a lot of people at once, and I really hadn't talked to anyone all summer. So I was really nervous and I was really shy. First day of school, first period, I met a few new people, and I met new people in second period too, and then third period is when I met Izzy. So I walked into the classroom and the teacher was like, and he pointed me to go sit at a table with two other girls. So I walk in, and right before the bell rang, Izzy kind of like scurries in and the teacher was like, you're late, and she was like, I got lost. And he said, go sit right here. And he pointed to a table in front of us, but it wasn't our table. It was the first day of 7th grade, and I walked into third period late because I couldn't find the class. And he pointed me to a seat, and it was like a table of guys, and like I didn't want to sit there. And so she started to sit down, and the girl next to me was like, Izzy, come sit at this table. We had one spot left, and Izzy was like, he told me to sit here. And she was kind of scared because he just like told her off for being late. And she's like, no, it's fine, he won't care. So I moved to the table that I had two friends at. Like, we weren't like best friends, but we were just like acquaintances. Like, we just talked to each other. And Lily was sitting over there. We all started comparing schedules, and I had no classes with any of the girls except Izzy. And I didn't have any classes with the two girls at my table besides third period, which was Texas history. And I showed my schedule to Lily, and it turns out that we had 2 more classes with each other. We had 4th period, and we also had 6th period with each other because we were both in theater. And we had the next class together, and then a class a little bit later in the day. Like, we had one class right after Texas history, so like we would walk with each other to that class, and then we both had to go different ways. Don't really remember what else happened in that class. So before the class was over, before like I had even known her for 30 minutes, I was like,
so, hey, do you want to come over to my house so we can first sleepover?
And I talked really fast, and she was like, yeah. So I texted my mom, and she texted her mom, and then the bell rang to go to our next class. So we talked all that class too, and I was like, I might actually have made a friend.
Like, go me, you know?
The bell rang to go to the next period. She had gym, and I had lunch. We both had different lunches. We went to our 6th period, which is theater. And she got there first, and I saw that she was saving a seat next to her, but I didn't just want to like sit down. I was like, is that seat open? And she's like, yeah, I was saving it for you. And I was like, and we played a game called Adams, where the whole class stands up, and then the teacher will say how many atoms or whatever, because atoms attract each other, and she'd say 4 atoms, and you'd have to grab a person and to be in a group with 4, and then the last people, like the last 2 people in the game win. So she was like 4 atoms or 6 atoms, and everyone like has to grab someone. You have to get in a group of exactly that many people, no more, no less, or you're out. And then, so we would always like, she was like, split up, don't stay next to your friend. So we'd always kind of like
walk around next to each other anyway, just so we aren't the only person left. So we had each other's backs, you know, and I think we were pretty close to winning that game. I don't think we won, but we were pretty close. The bell to the last period rang, so that was 6th period. The bell to the last class rang, and we walked out together. Our 7th period were separate classes, but they were the same direction. They were like in the same hallway, which is crazy. And we started walking there, and then she saw her best friend from the year before, who she hasn't seen all day, and she was like, oh, she's my friend, I have to go say hi. And she kind of like ran to catch up with her, and I was in the hallway, and I was like, I can see how that's kind of sad now, but at the time I was really excited that I actually had a friend. And yeah, then we walked out of 7th period to the buses together. We really got to know each other. We had that sleepover that first weekend, and it was crazy.
We were able to actually like talk and get to know each other a bit more. And on our first sleepover, it seems like our parents, like my mom and her mom, were talking for a minute. And my mom even told me, she was like,
you know what, I'm like super happy. Like I feel like I'm actually make good friends with her mom.
Which, by the way, our parents are now best friends with each other. So like anytime they're together, we're with each other.
We were both into singing at the time. We weren't good. Like, we really weren't good. But we stayed up that night and we're like,
do you like singing?
Yeah, do you like singing?
Uh-huh.
Do you want to maybe sing for each other?
Okay.
And she started singing Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran, which cracks me up. I was a very supportive person because I actually thought she sounded good at the time, and I thought I sounded good at the time, and vice versa. Looking back on it now, we videoed a lot of it and did like singing apps. We did not sound good.
We both did dance outside of school too, and we were both in the same dance class. Our teacher did not like us.
We had this one teacher, she was like, do it like this, not like this, and we couldn't do it, so we were like trying to figure it out, and we were looking at each other, and she was like, guys, look at me, you have to do this move. And so she got really like sharp and like firm, and we were like, and we kind of like looked at each other, and she goes,
stop looking at each other.
Oh my gosh. With dance class and school, that's when we really like came really close and started becoming more best friends.
Basically ever since then, especially in 7th grade, we spent every weekend at one of our houses. Yeah, we spent like every weekend at one of our houses. We practically lived at each other's house. During the summer, she would come to our family camps and our like family vacations, and my family loves her.
It was close to the end of the school year when we really bonded, and we were like really good friends, that she invited me over to Louisiana. I went to Louisiana with her, and I got to meet like her grandparents and her aunts and everything, and they're all so sweet. Like I love them so much. But I had like such a good time there. It was at like her lake house in Louisiana, so we went like tubing and everything, and it was so much fun.
In 9th grade, which is the year we are now, we actually ended up going to 2 separate schools. So I go to a separate high school than she goes to, and all last year I tried getting like a transfer, trying to make it work so I can go to that high school so we can still have classes together and stuff, because it's, again, starting a new school with new people. It's like, it's hard, and it's high school, so you're like, oh, I'm going to high school, I need to know people, you know? So I tried getting a transfer there. It didn't end up working. We go to different schools, but we still text all the time. We hang out when we can.
Going into freshman year, we thought it would be super duper hard because of our completely different schedules, and we thought that we would grow apart. That's what we were like most nervous about. I was worried about it in general because I really liked Lily, like not like that, oh my god. But like we were really close friends and everything, and we wanted to like remain friends. Like I really wanted Lily to become like my best friend all throughout middle school and all throughout high school. We thought that we would find different people and become best friends with them, but that's not what happened like at all. It actually works out like really well because we still have time to see each other and everything. Like I'm typically not busy on the weekends, like except for like maybe like fall season I'm busy, but then like I always can like go to her house after like football games and everything.
So yeah, that's the story. That's all there is today. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and like and comment. Y'all should comment how you met your best friend. We want to know. Don't forget, we upload every Sundays. I don't know how the first few videos are gonna be because we might not be in the same spot to film because of everything that's going on, but we're definitely gonna try to upload every Sunday still for y'all. So yeah, thank you guys so much. We love you.